What's up, everyone? Mr. NoobTube Gamer, giving you guys another Call of Duty Black Ops 1 gameplay commentary. Today we're playing Free-For-All on Summit, and I'm actually playing the PC version of Black Ops 1, which I never played before on the channel, and when I recorded this gameplay, I actually never played it before on PC. I just got it. Someone actually gifted the game to me on Steam, because I only played the game on Xbox and didn't have the PC version, but a lot of my subscribers are PC gamers, so they want to play with me. This one guy actually bought the full game for me, which is crazy. I didn't ask for it, but he did it anyway. So a big thank you to the person that bought me the PC version of Black Ops 1. I'm not gonna say your name just because I'm not sure if you want me to, like, put your name out there in a video, so, you know, but if you leave a comment saying, oh, hey, I bought the game for you, and whatever, like, I'll pin your comment, but I also want to respect your privacy, because I'm pretty sure you said you didn't want me to, like, shout you out or anything, so I'm just gonna leave it there. But thank you again. I really do appreciate your generosity, though I do kind of feel bad that I haven't been playing this game with you a lot lately, because you bought it just so you can play with me, and I haven't really been doing that so much these days, so I apologize. But yeah, I'll say it feels very weird playing this game on PC when I've been used to the console version for over 10 years now, actually 11 years. Playing this game on keyboard and mouse just doesn't feel right. Like, I don't know. I kind of got used to it after I kept playing more and more matches, but it's still a very big adjustment, especially when you have to pretty much start all over again on PC, because I had all the weapons unlocked on Xbox, but with the PC version, I was level 1 all over again, kind of like if I was Prestige. I've honestly never been a big fan of the Prestige system in Call of Duty. I almost never did it because I always thought it was pointless. It's like you're resetting all your progress for what? So that you can get an emblem next to your name? It didn't even mean anything back in the 7th gen on the PS3 and 360 because you know everyone had a hacked account. Everyone was max Prestige even if they didn't actually grind for it. Getting a hacked account was like the easiest thing to do back then. So I always felt like prestiging never really meant anything. It didn't have any prestige. And even if it did, it's not like I have anything to prove to these fucking random people in a lobby. Like, oh, I'm max prestige. Look at how good I am. But the funny thing is, when I'm playing against someone with max prestige, most of them aren't even any good. Like, in Black Ops 3, it had, like, the max prestige where you can go, like, all the way to level 1000 or whatever. I could see level 1000 max prestiges and I'd still be kicking their asses. So it never really meant shit to me. And I don't care. Like, I could stay at level 55 the entire game's life cycle and never prestige and be okay with that. Even the rewards you get from prestige, like being able to put a clan tag on your weapon, or I think Infinite Warfare actually had certain weapons that were prestige exclusive, which I thought was cool, but at the same time, you have like, what, 50, 60 levels in one prestige? I'm not gonna grind all the way there just to get one gun. I think it was every other prestige in Infinite Warfare, you get a classic unlock token, so you can choose between the UMP-45, the Intervention, like a lot of the classic MW2 weapons were locked behind prestige. And they were pretty good weapons, so I guess that was like the one time where prestige actually meant something instead of just resetting the progress you already made, but that still wasn't enough to really get me into it. Too grindy. Funny thing is, I actually did start to prestige a lot more in the supply drop CODs, like Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4, because what happened was, if you prestige, you lost all of the regular guns, but the DLC guns or supply drop guns that you may have unlocked, you got to keep those, even when you prestiged. And that's most of the weapons that I used in those games were actually the supply drop weapons because they were the best guns in the game, obviously, because they wanted you to put a shit ton of money into buying microtransactions. In Black Ops 4, the good thing is, though, that they fixed the microtransactions so that you could actually unlock all the weapons you wanted, like, through regular progression. So literally all the guns I used in all my classes, they were supply drop guns. So I had prestige in Black Ops 4 all the time because it didn't really affect me. I think in Black Ops 4, I'm like 3rd prestige, but, you know, the only reason why I'm not even higher than that is because I split my time between multiple CODs. I don't just play Black Ops 4, I also play Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 2, COD World War 2. I pretty much play all the COD games that are still playable online, so I don't have time to, like, grind one specific game. And of course, I play a bunch of other games besides COD, so I'm really not willing to commit a lot of time to grinding one video game, especially with the Prestige mode, where you're pretty much re-grinding stuff you already grinded for. I always felt like that was a waste of time. Whenever I did that, I just, like, beat myself up over it. Like, why did you have to prestige? Why'd you have to lose all the shit that you fucking earned over time? Like, why did you do that? Because then the game became less fun for me. Like, whenever I did that in Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 2, I just felt stupid to do that. Like, why would I prestige? I guess part of it is that I did become bored with the game, but, like, it doesn't feel fulfilling to just, like, unlock the stuff that you already unlocked. If it was, like, brand new things, that would be a different story, but it wasn't. So the prestige system for me has always felt very shallow and very frustrating because the weapons that are actually good, you have to grind to unlock them again. At least that's how it was in the really old games. Black Ops 2 did have the prestige token thing, which made it a little bit better, but still. Definitely one thing that kind of annoyed me going into the PC version of Black Ops 1 is that all my favorite weapons, like the AK-47, the Galil, it's gonna take a long time before I actually get those guns, because I had to use the Enfield in this gameplay because I had no other weapon unlocked at the time. I actually did play a little bit more, and I do have the FAMAS, which is a good weapon, but I love my AK-47. You don't unlock that until, like, you get at a higher level, so that really is a bummer, and in a lot of games, it puts you at a competitive disadvantage. Like, in Modern Warfare 2, the ACR is obviously the best assault rifle in the entire game, but you don't unlock that until way later on. I forget what level it is exactly, but it's, like, a pretty high level. So if you prestige, you pretty much fuck yourself, because everyone has the ACR and you don't. You're putting yourself at a huge disadvantage. And in MW2, the prestige was even worse because I think it went up to what, like level 75 was the max level before prestige, but in Black Ops 1, for example, it was only level 55. And also in MW2, if you wanted to get the tactical nuke, you actually had to unlock the nuke as a streak. It didn't come with it automatically, so if you didn't have the nuke unlocked, imagine playing MW2 and not trying to go for a nuke. It's just like, it's weird, you know? Like, it doesn't really, it takes a lot away from the game when you can't do that. And with MW2, the way it worked with unlocking streaks, you got an unlock token for your streaks every 10 levels, I think. So I was always like, fuck that. There's no chance in hell I'm ever gonna prestige in Modern Warfare 2. So I never did for like 12 years. And in the games where I did prestige, I ended up playing the game a lot less because I didn't have all the guns that I wanted to have. And I had to like redo it all over again. I'm like, no. So I did end up quitting games like Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 for a time, because my stupid ass decided to prestige. I'll be honest, when everyone else was complaining about the prestige system in Modern Warfare and Cold War, it really didn't bother me at all the way they handled prestige in those games. Even though I hate those games, I think they're two worst CODs of all time, but as far as prestige goes, I didn't really care about that. About how Modern Warfare 2019 didn't even have a prestige system at all until Cold War came in, they did the whole Warzone integration, then prestige was added in, and the multiplayer progression for Cold War was actually merged together with Modern Warfare, which pissed a lot of people off when that happened, and that I totally understand. Like, I actually made a video about that back then, saying that was pretty shitty how everyone's rank was reset in Modern Warfare once the Warzone integration came through with Cold War. So if you didn't play Cold War before, they just reset your level to level 1. I'm not sure how the actual weapon progression worked in that case, because, like, let's say if you were trying to unlock a weapon that you needed to unlock at like level 40 and you were level 39, did you actually have to reset all over again from level 1? I don't know if that's how it worked. Like, if it fucked up your entire weapon progression, but all I know is that it was still pretty shitty that people leveled up and they just reset them to 1. And they're probably going to do it again to Cold War players when Vanguard gets integrated with Warzone very soon. But yeah, Cold War actually did have prestige, unlike Modern Warfare, but the way it worked was so stupid. You were able to prestige, but it didn't really mean anything. Like, nothing reset, which I was totally fine with, actually, not gonna lie. But, like, the whole idea of your prestige rank resetting after every season, I thought that was really stupid. Like, in Quake Champions, that's another thing that happens, is like, you get reset to level 1 after every season. I hate the fucking season system in these online games. It sucks. But honestly, I'm totally fine if we just, like, never have prestige ever again. But you know what? I actually changed my mind about that, because I know there are a lot of people that love prestige in Call of Duty, and it being there doesn't really affect me, so why should I advocate for it being taken away? That's kind of stupid. So I take that back. I want prestige to come back, because a lot of people love it. It's just, I personally couldn't care less for it, if that makes any sense. Was it worth making a whole video talking about it? Probably not, especially since this topic is kind of irrelevant, since prestige doesn't really exist anymore in the modern games. But my whole channel focuses around the old games, so I guess for me it's kind of relevant, because I actually play these games still. But yeah, I never really cared for the prestige system in Call of Duty. But let me know what you guys thought about prestiging over the years, and how do you feel about it? Did you enjoy prestiging in the old CODs, like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, or were you kind of like me, where you were just kind of like indifferent about it and didn't really care for it that much? I always viewed prestiging as a useless grind that didn't really add anything to the game. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. As always, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.